Hi guys, welcome back to the Humble Gamer channel. I'm the Humble Gamer and this is more Kentucky Route Zero. As you remember last time we played Act 1, the entirety of it, and we managed to finally find our way onto the on-ramp. I can't remember any of the names because it was quite late when I played it, but either way we're going to start Act 2 and just see what happens from this point on. Ah, hello. Attention, Lula Chamberlain, Ray, your application. Thank you for your application to the Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture's annual fellowship. We received a record number of applications this year, over 100 in total, but we can award only fellowship position per year. As you know, our review process includes a multi-phase blind committee and analysis of portfolio submissions, as well as a careful review by a panel of subject matter experts on each applicant's notability and relevance in the field. This is not someone we met last time. Must be extremely selective in our processes to maintain the high standards we are used to over our 35 years in operation. I may have paraphrased that a bit. Our panel did not select your application. We encourage you to consider reapplying next year. Many young artists and architects reapply for a few successive years before being accepted. Sincerely, Dr. Carl Stone Norden, Architect, Gaston Trust for Imagined Architecture. Stone Norden. Hastily handwritten note. Sorry for the condensing form letter. Love your work. Unfortunately, I just do the mail here. Your obedient servant, Robert. Throws it in the wastebasket. That's on desk. Folder on desk named proposals. All sorts of documents all printed on a fading lead heading reading Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Proposal 1. Site hospital proposed use auto dealership. 2. Distillery proposed use graveyard. Basketball court proposed use kennel. Distillery into a graveyard, that could be cool. Proposal 2. Distillery active but scaling down operation to less than half of site. Distillery built on top of graveyard. Originally hybrid distillery graveyard could share resources. Chapel once repurposed into bottling. Facility could be repurposed into chapel. Endorsed. Site hospital. Basketball court proposed. Reviews proposal 1. Hospital due to repeated sanitation violations, also due to sanitation requirements comparatively lax. Small operating rooms could be repurposed into offices. Large cubicle style administrative offices could be repurposed into showrooms. What the heck, endorse it. Rick clears his throat. Busy? Buried. Yikes. Hey, Lula. Did you get my note about the office party? About the proposals, or just finished them? Oh, great. Okay, I'll tell Diane. I think she's waiting on... I don't know. So, how did your application go? I was in the mailroom when I saw you got the letter back. Sorry, I don't mean to pry, I just saw... It's fine, Rick, I'm not going anywhere. How's your goldfish? Okay, interesting little scene. Act 2, Scene 1. Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. Okay. Okay, let's talk to Shannon. Maybe someone here can point us in the right direction. Yeah, looks like they're still open. Must be the night shift. What do you think they do here? Looks like an office building. Yeah, an office building in a cathedral. This is weird, but do you think we're inside or outside right now? Both? Ah, okay, very poetic. Well, maybe someone around here has a better sense of direction. End of the line? Maybe it's still under construction. We can help. Can I do anything over here? No. Can we go? Can't go downstairs, so... God, I look absolutely shattered. Yes, let us ring the bell, shall we? Presumably I have to enter through... Oh no, it's just they have the desk outside. Hello? Hello? Oh hey. Receptionist. Well, here you are. Better late than never, I guess. Just unload the whiskey over there by the elevator. I'll figure something out. We're actually a bit lost, man. You're lost? So you're not the Sorry, honest mistake. We're supposed to have a little celebration here at the office, but the whiskey never showed up. I saw your truck and thought, but you really don't look like one of the boys from the distillery anyway. What are you celebrating? Oh, the less I understand, the better. When I'm here, I keep the fans turning and the furnace hot. I listen for the bell. When I get home, I'm a different person. I don't have to think about it, I just paint. Well, it's clear you're new to this territory. I expect you just mean to be passing through. We're looking for Dogwood Drive. You know where that is? Dogwood? Nope. You're going to need to talk to someone upstairs about that. One of the map clerks. But first we got to get you in the system, so you need an appointment with the map clerks. Let's see. Ricky's booked proofreading drafts, all afternoon, and Wanda's out on site. Let me go make some calls and see if we have anyone free. There are some books over there in the waiting area, or just take a look around. You see now grotesques? Oh, TVs have just come on. Television's playing a cartoon about a bird. The cartoon bird collects pieces for its nest. A scarf, a plastic shopping bag, a bit of a young girl's hair. The nest is warm but precariously fragile. What about these TVs? Same thing? Well, looks like a nature documentary. Hermit crab scores across a beach. Its shell is an awkward shape. It must have once belonged to a different crab. Well, that's what hermit crabs do. They, Oh, hello. Hold on, she's back. Let's talk to Mary Ann. Oh, good. I thought you'd left. People can be so impatient. You never know. Well, I have you meeting with Lula Chamberlain. She's a senior clerk who doesn't usually handle the ingestion process, but she's the only one with room on her plate this evening. My central chase is on the 5th floor reviewing some diagrams. Elevator's just back to the left there. 5th floor. Okay. Let's go to the 5th floor then. Oh, there's an elevator. Oh, I like it. Oh, books. What books are there? Oh, this is the waiting area, obviously. This is where I should have gone. Farm table, service manual for sewage pumps, architectural plans for a bungalow, and a slim collection of Japanese death haiku. An envelope is protruding from the bottom of the stack. Picks up the envelope. Bureau of Secret Tourism. It contains several small handwritten brochures with ritualistic directions to bizarre locations. Oh. Less interesting than I thought it was going to be. Yes, let's enter the lift. Well, there's Lula there. She's on the 5th floor, right? Third floor bears. I want to go to 3rd floor bears. Let's go talk about some bears. I can't ignore 3rd floor bears. Oh. There are just a load of bears on the 3rd floor. Okay, fine. You know what? That's cool. There's just a load of bears on the 3rd floor. She's on the 5th floor, right? Just a load of bears. Fine, whatever. 5th floor, diagrams and drafts. Yes, I presume Shannon is coming with me. Yes, she is. A little glitchy, but never mind. Nothing we can't handle. Yeah, that'll do. Why not? Greg is hard at work imagining some diagrams, examining some diagrams, measuring the angle of the plastic protractor, and occasionally scribbling numbers in a small little notebook. Can I help you? Don't answer that. Sorry, we're looking for an ingestion clerk. Oh, no, I'm an interior spatial analyst. I can't help you with that. I think the ingestion clerks have all gone home for the night. Lula might be able to help you, though she's pretty senior. Just missed her, actually. She was up here about an hour ago. She's probably back at her real desk now on the 1st floor. She may have made a dent with these diagrams. Must have been distracted. Speaking of which... Oh, alright. Okay. Ooh, speaking of which, ooh, we're distracting you from doing a job, are we? Oh, terribly sorry. Enjoy your music, prick. And this is why I don't work in the complaints department of anything, ever. Okay, your office is down on the 1st floor. I'm not going to the bears again, because that just sounds like it could go south very quickly. Now I know that it's just a load of bears. Just a load of bears on the 3rd floor. Look, there they are. Hey, grizzlies! Hey! On the if they'd bear all to me. I know that joke was unbearable. I can barely control myself. Hello, you lost? We're looking for Lula Chamberlain. Oh no, she's much too busy. Let's get some of our junior clerks to start paperwork first so we don't waste Mr. Chamberlain's time. It's a pretty straightforward process. First, you'll need to get a case number signed. Talk to clerk Mechstein about that. She's just over there at the end of the room. Happy to help. Okay, clerk Mechstein. Or Mechstein. It's Lula is right there, right here. Hi, how are you? Fine, thanks. I just need your ingestion card and a list of your last 5 permanent addresses. Let's just skip. Which one of you is Lula Chamberlain? Oh, sure, that's her in the cardigan. Lula! Having fun in the paperclip labyrinth? Well, you made it eventually. Look exhausted. I'd offer you my seat, but my ankles are turning on me. The receptionist said you could point us in the right direction? This concrete bunker office is just a waypoint for you, I'm sure. Where is it you're trying to get to? We're looking for 5 Dogwood Drive. Dogwood Drive. That's funny. Do you know I used to live on Dogwood Drive? That was years ago. A grimy old house, basement full of insects, attic full of birds. A middle floor full of bears. This was, I had a few roommates. We all worked at university. I had a dog. I drank whiskey and beer and made sculptures. But that Dogwood has a surface road. With a name like that, it would have to be. What are you doing on the 0? Well, those are both true. My cousin Weaver sent us this way. Your cousin Weaver? Weaver Marquez? I hadn't expected to hear from her again. Do you know her? What does that mean? We used to exchange short emails, just terse descriptions of things we saw throughout the day. Sort of a joke between us, but they stopped. I assumed she'd found something better to do with her time. I wish she wasn't in trouble. I lost touch with her so suddenly. I had recommended she go to see some old friends of mine off university about a new acoustic surveying venture. I'm worried she getting wrapped up in some tenured professor's quixotic research project. You know the type. Grey-haired, intellectual, narcissistic. Well, that is... I guess she sent you here because she respected me. Thought I could help. Well, was a dear girl, but I'm afraid you've been misled. Excuse me. But where's the Dogwood Drive you lived on? Maybe it's the same one. No, it's not possible. The Dogwood Drive I lived on is now called Pale Dogwood Drive. They've renamed all the streets, you see. Too many streets with the same names. It was never a problem before, but now we have the database, and it's all too confusing for the computer. The computer has no sense of ambiguity, so it proclaims an error. Name collisions, they call them. So my Dogwood Drive is Pale Dogwood Drive, another might be Large Leaf Dogwood Drive, or Himalayan Flowering Dogwood Drive, and so on. But one of them is still just Dogwood Drive, or so we might hope. Only a matter of consulting records, of which we have an abundance here. Do you have a record of those streets? I expect we must. They'll be up in archives on the records on the 4th floor. It'll be filed under 0 for odonyms, probably, or G for generic, or maybe S for specific, depending on which part of the street name was changed. So we're looking at O, Giro, or O, Giro, O, G, or S. We's looking at Ogs. Ogs. We get to go past the bears again. Archives of records, so 4th floor. We get to go past the bears though, we can say hi to the bears. There we go, up past the boring humans. Oh hi, is one of you called Fozzie? Do you want to join my traveling troupe? Nope, okay. Less waka waka for you. I apologise to any Kermit the Frog fans, that was an awful impression. Oh god, this is going to take ages. Damn, this place is a mess. Okay, Take a look through that logbook. I guess, maybe there's some kind of system to all these boxes. I'll just start digging. Small logbook has a smart leather cover. A few notes are screwed on the inside, covers more pages. Most pages is lists of titles, names and dates. Inside the front cover. Document staff, please not transfer any more records from the storage until we get the new file cabinet up. We're up to F and that will have to do for now. Instruct clerks to focus on activities beginning with the letters A, B, C, D, E or F, or activities most likely to involve research on subjects beginning with those letters. For example, cars is okay because it involves automotive, driving, brakes, but air quality is not okay because it relates to health, safety, pollution, etc. Okay, let's go through the book. Page 1. Sporting competition venues were quickly checked out and back in over a period of days. Basketball courts, baseball fields, alleys, parking lots. Page 14. Seeing as that documents relating to a coal mining operation was checked out at the back by several different people within a few hours. Okay, well that could be interesting. Inside back cover. Failing antique shops folder missing. Listed on. This checked out on page 63, but not present. Okay, we'll put logbook up. Oh, page 63, yeah. Failing antique shop, Monday 3 PM. Signy Ed Bohm. Put the logbook away. Nothing? Me neither. Half these boxes aren't even labelled, and the rest are all from the first few letters of the alphabet. I couldn't find anything with an O or a G or an S. With that click, there's somewhere else we can look. Oh, I missed the bears! I missed the bears! Damn it, I was sending a text, I missed the bears. Hey, bears! Let's talk to Lula again. See if I can remember any of the voices I've done. Nothing? That's unfortunate. Well, they must still be in transit. You see, we've only moved into this new venue somewhat recently, and it's all a bit in progress. This was a cathedral not so long ago, can you believe it? And when the Bureau reclaimed it, the old congregation has been directed to one of our storage facilities for their activity. That's where you'll find the street name records I expect at the church. Mary Ann at reception give you directions. Just come back here when you have the files, we'll begin the necessary paperwork to have the information analysed. Oh, and while you're out on the road, you might want to stop and see Dr. Truman about your leg. He's especially regarding ailments of joints and limbs. I know he works at night. His office is in a small neighbourhood on the east edge of Bowling Green. Here's his card. Do stop and see him. That leg is a miserable sight. Take care of each other. Okay, well let's go fix my leg first, because that might make the rest of this game quicker. Not in terms of, not that I'm bored of the game, it just means that maybe my dude Conway can walk better. Yeah, we want to go to, yes, oh for God's sake, can we not just lobby. Bye bears, love you. Have fun, don't eat anybody, I'll be back soon. Come on. This way, this way, this way, this way. Talk to a receptionist lady. Oh no, I'm not. You're not playing 35mm now. You don't have to do the Russian accent. Let's talk to this receptionist lady. Get what you need. Get what you need. Lula said you could direct us to the church? Oh sure, the old storage lot. So get back on the zero and drive until you hit the crystal, then turn around. It'll make sense once you get on the road. You can handle it. Okay. Hit the crystal, then turn around. Hey Homer. Let's get in the truck. Come on, boy. Can I say, I didn't say it particularly well in the first episode, I love the graphic style of this game. They're ready to leave. We're ready to leave. I love the graphic style of this game, I think it's brilliant. I think just the style in general. Okay. So now we've gone through the jaws. Bat wings. This is weird. TV. Okay. The lightning bolts. So these are just landmarks, aren't they? The bottle. So we've gone through the bottle. Okay. This is really clever. The crystal, and then turn around. Changed. It's all changed. That is weird. I like it. I like it a lot. Scarecrow, the antlers we've had as well, the feather. Oh, I like this. Well, hold on, we're back at the bureau. There's the crystal, and then turn around from here. Okay, yeah, because the bureau's gone now. I see. I see. Self-storage. This must be where we're going to. Act 2, Scene 2. St. Thomas Church. Okay. Okay. Oh God. Random access self-storage. RAS. Is that it? Over there? I don't see any congregation. Maybe it's after hours. Let's see what the janitor knows, I guess. Yep. I'm down with that. I do love the look of this game. It's bloody brilliant. I'm intrigued by the story. I want to know what the hell this Kentucky Route Zero actually is. Oh, here for the night mass. What kind of... Where's the congregation? I guess this must look pretty strange, a church without a congregation. When they first moved in here, man, this place was packed. They had a mass every night, 2 on Sunday. But it got a bit awkward to fit everyone in, and the numbers quickly dwindled. Once folks started to see it as a thing that was falling apart, they lost their center of gravity and just started wobbling. And the preacher stopped coming too, but he left his old tapes, some with the organist, and I found some old acetates in the Bureau archives, photos of people in churches, so I kept it running. You know what you have to do, right? Right now we have to find some Bureau documents. Oh, you're from the Bureau. I moved all those documents to C315 to make room for the mass. It's down on the other end of the building, same floor. I need to get a night mass started, but you can borrow my keys. I'll go. You wait here. Rest your leg. You're looking kind of pale. Nice lady. Well, I better get this running. Just listen to the homily. There are many days on which we proclaim the value of labour and celebrate the piety of the hard-working, through feast or abstinence recognizing St. Joseph the worker who was foster father to our Lord Jesus and who trained him in carpentry in the merit of sweat. And this is one such day. On this day we celebrate with the feast of St. Joseph the worker, and on this day other workers are also celebrating, workers who do not attend Mass or even one like it. Or even workers who do not attend a church at all, but who toil with clarity, with dedication, with perspicacity. I can read English. With perspicacity. Perspicacity. Yeah, it must be perspicacity. I've never heard of that word before. I don't know what it means. It means this, by the way. Who do as we do here in our church, inasmuch as they reflect the activity of God as we do. They cultivate the earth, and at sundown they call the fruit of their labor very good. Listen to the homily. Beyond the church, this day is celebrated in remembrance of a violent protest in Chicago, and to honor the 4 martyrs who were unjustly persecuted in his wake, having not only pursued their vocation and their daily labor, but also having pursued their avocation in the form of protest, activism, community building, radicalization, scholarship, and finally martyrdom. Their and our avocation being, as it should be for us all, as members of the church or otherwise, to secure for our fellow workers the right to labor with dignity. So this is like a hobby? If you ask me what my hobbies were, I'd say card games, science fiction, and perspective geometry. But I run the slideshow and I play the tapes. I don't get paid for it. I take it pretty seriously, but nobody's telling me I should. Is that a hobby? Seems like there ought to be a more serious word for it. Okay, that's it. Next, there are some rituals that you and I aren't allowed to participate in, I don't think. I don't remember them anyway. Hi, got it. I'm just talking about working hobbies. What? I found what we came here to get, the file on street name changes. You don't look good. Let's head back to the bureau and get this straightened out. Then maybe we should go see that doctor the clerk recommended. I agree. Let's just go and get this sorted, and then we will see what happens. Sorry, just getting myself a drink. Oh, nice scene change. Very nice scene change. A little bit dramatic. Jesus, are you alright? What the hell? My leg is stuck. Shit. Okay, I'm going to pull you out. We have to get you out of here. There you go. Okay, are you hurt? Can you put any weight on that leg? Oh, it's all messed up. Here, let's get you onto the tram. There you go. Now, let's see if this thing has power. Hey, old man, look at me. Can you hear me? What happened? I don't know. He collapsed. I think he blacked out. He was mumbling about the old mine for a minute. The old mine where we met. I think to see that doctor. Yes, you do. How do we get to this address from here? I don't know. It's pretty tricky going back and forth between, you know, here and there. Bureau's the only way I know. Some of those folks do it all the time. Commuters. Just go back the way you came, find the crystal, then turn around. Okay, so Conway was not in good shape. Okay, so find the crystal and turn around. I can do that. Go back the way you came, which is what I'm doing. So the crystal should be up here somewhere. The crystal and turn around. I'm presuming Shannon's driving because I collapsed because of my leg. This must be the Bureau. Bureau, let's drive to it. There we go, we've arrived at the Bureau. Act 2, Scene 3. The Bureau of Reclaimed Spaces. I'm thinking there might be 5. That's about. I didn't realise until like yesterday that this game hasn't been finished yet. There's a 5th chapter. At the moment I've got chapters 1, well, Act 1 to 4, but I don't have chapter 5. I don't want to talk to Marianne. I don't need to talk to Marianne. I just want to go upstairs to... Oh God, where is she? Right, fine, I'll just go straight up to the 5th floor and see what happens. I probably have to talk to Marianne at some point, but let's get him. Sorry, I'm drinking. Hey bears! Hey bears! Hey bears! Let's see if this guy wants to talk to me anymore. Again, I say anymore. Again. Record player's stuck. Younger viewers will have no idea what that means. Think of a CD skipping, but constantly on the same little bit. That's kind of how a record player skipping sounds. Well, that's how a record player skipping sounds, but... And now they make music out of it, damn youngsters! Because I can't see her anywhere. So let's see if Marianne knows where we've got to take these things. So I've probably wasted a bit of time there, frankly, by not speaking to Marianne in the first place. But we all make mistakes. Me, lots of them. Just check out all my compilations and highlights. Back so soon. Can we talk to Clark Lula Chamberlain again? I'm afraid she left in a big hurry, actually. Something happening with your meeting? She seemed pretty interested in my cousin, Weaver. I don't know who that is, but she did seem distressed. Well, heading back to the interstate. I can process you whenever you're ready to go back. Just let me know. We're ready to be processed. Can you tell us how to get to this address? We're looking for Dr. Truman. Of course, it's the neighborhood just outside of Bowling Green. Get on 65, go southwest. Take a right just past the observatory just before the river. If you continue north, you'll be there shortly. Happy to help. So we've been processed, presumably, as we're now jumping to the map. Okay, go southwest. Interstate 65. Go past the observatory. There's the observatory, so turn right and keep going north. We'll find it eventually. Dr. Truman's house. There we go. The neighbourhood of these addresses on Lula's card has been demolished. In its place, a large museum still partially under construction. Okay, well, let's go to the museum then. Let's see what the heck is going on. Is this chapter 4? Act 2, Scene 4. Museum of Dwellings. Okay. I assume they were from the power company. You know how they're always coming by house and house and messing with this or that. I just shut myself up in my room to wait it out. No sense getting involved. They definitely weren't from the power company. Well, I wouldn't complain if they were, really, with that storm going on. I know they have to do their business. It doesn't affect me. I got my generator. But you know, some of these folks around here, unprepared. Totally unprepared. I heard the man and the lady talking when they first came in, but they didn't see me. What were they talking about? What were they talking about? The man said his leg was hurting him. They were looking for Dr. Truman, but he was already gone. But they didn't know, so they kept looking around. Okay, let's keep looking around then. Have we been here before? Is this messing with time? Why are you playing that game? Why are you playing that? Okay, so that's the exit. I don't want to go that way. Put the brolly down for now. So presumably, let's see if talking to Homer does anything different. Because, oh yeah, he was talking to his dog. Guy was a weirdo. What does he say? Just small talk, you know, like talk to your buddies or something. Like you talk to a dock worker. Just like, damn, there's a lot of rain. I haven't seen rain like it since that storm a couple of years back that took out Lizette's herb garden. I just feel bad for that old dog getting dragged low by a couple of drunks. Old dog like that should be sleeping on a porch somewhere. But that's loyalty for you. Well, it didn't stay long anyway. Yeah, because there's nothing to stay for. There's nothing here. Ah. I can't actually leave. No, I can't actually leave. Well, now, isn't this interesting? What were the voices that I was speaking as then? Who were they? What was their function? Okay, let's... We go to the side somewhere. Oh, clever! Like it, game. Very nice, very nice. I like that transition. That was a lot of fun. I was playing in that empty cabin and they came by. They asked about Dr. Truman. I know where he went, but I didn't tell them. Where did Dr. Truman go? It's a secret. Urza told me, and I can't tell anyone else. Who is Ezra? He's my age. He doesn't really live here. He just passed through with his brother, Julian. First, they were going to help us, but I can't say any more about that. We have a lot of secrets. Ladies asked me about my parents, and I told them they were upstairs in the greenhouse. Do you want to hear a weird story? Of course I do. The old man asked me about the cabin. He said it looked like another house he knew. He said he wanted to know where it came from. I told him nobody lived there, so he went inside. Took a long time exploring. When he came back out, he told me all about it. What did he find in the cabin? He went upstairs and he also looked around the other rooms. I played with the dog. What did he do upstairs? He looked in some boxes. He looked out the window. He could see the museum better when he was downstairs. He could tell it was all put together. And the cabin too, he could see the shape of it better from up there. Now the part that is weird, he said he went into the basement. That cabin doesn't have a basement. He said he found a staircase in a closet. Then he found a rope leading down a long pit and he climbed down. It was so dark his arms got very tired and he fell in the dark. He didn't get hurt though. He crawled through a tunnel where he found a hidden garden. The garden was very beautiful. He felt so calm he fell asleep. Woke up on the floor of the cabin. He came back outside and we said goodbye. I didn't talk to them anymore. What is this? What is this? What is happening? And why specifically are we seeing it from other people's point of view? Why specifically this section of the game we're seeing from other people's point of view? Oh, can I go further up this way? No, I can't. Okay, let's go across to the other side, see if there's another house there. Maybe Mr. Truman's house is there. That would be lovely. I'm amazed by the lack of proper Stewie Griffin impressions in this series so far. Well, in the episode and a half I've done so far. Okay, so what happens here? Ooh, trains in the background, trains. Somebody coming out. Where can I go here? Can I... Ah, hold on. I guess they must have gone through some papers here. I was in some disarray and a few folders were pulled out and left on the table. I mean, it wasn't too bad. I only noticed because Diane is such a stickler. She's real organised, I mean. What folders were they looking at? Yeah, mostly stuff about the building site, I guess. They had a list of all the homes that we relocated here. List of original residences before we were labelled into the neighbourhood. I guess they were looking for one of the old residents. They pulled out a list of the folks who didn't take the offer and folks who moved elsewhere, but they filed that back out of order. So I guess they didn't find what they were looking for there. Hey, while I have you here, work's kind of slowed down. It seems like, I know you folks know what you're doing, but it seems like the residents just kind of settling in. We'll get you boys back to work soon. Yeah, sure, I get you. You have to get that last invoice. Well, I mean, does the camera pan any further? Can I go further this way? Is there an exhibit down here? Oh, there is. There is. This is a weird and beautiful way of doing this particular level. I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, hello. I had them banging around out there and I just stayed quiet. I don't know what they wanted. I just put my headphones on and tried to ignore them, to tell you the truth. Ah, there's a plaque by the caravan. Let's read the caravan plaque. Yeah, they came by and knocked at the window. Had a bit of talk through the glass. I could have come out, but, you know, shady characters. What did you talk about? They were asking Dr. Truman, and I told them that without, well, all I knew about that, which is not very much. What do you know about Dr. Truman? I told them he moved in here with the rest of us when you folks brought up the neighbourhood, and then one day his house was gone. That's all I know about it. I don't want to talk about it anymore. About them anymore. What is this place? It's a museum where people live? It's... Hold on, there's a tent here that we can go and see. Another dwelling. They were hollering at the empty tent you folks have on display. Ah. Yeah, if you anyone who's staying there, I've been in worse positions. So there's nothing in the tent, that's cool. We know for a fact there's nothing in the tent. Do you know, at first I thought it might be Hudson walking up to visit. I heard him walking on his boat just a bit earlier, but before the storm started. When I saw the stranger's limping gait and the young woman with him, I knew it couldn't be. I invited them in for a glass of bourbon, which they politely declined, so I just talked to them on the porch for a bit. What did you talk to about? Oh, we talked about the neighbourhood. I told them about Hudson and his sailboat, the nice young couple in the greenhouse, the charming Dr. Truman who used to live here. They were very interested in him, but of course, well, I don't know where he went. Do you know, I don't believe either of them had ever set foot on a houseboat before. Don't know the older man had ever seen an ocean, in fact. It's always been my fondest dream to retire on a houseboat. That's why I accepted your offer and moved in here. It isn't perfect, but what home ever is? I only wish the house would sway a bit. I find that it settles my nerves. Well, if we have another storm like the last one... We're learning nothing so far, apart from the fact that no one knows where Truman went. We need to find out where Truman is. As in, we medically need to find out. There's a burning desire with him. Oh, we can go up here. We can have a ride on a craney thing. Come on, Homer. Come on, boy. Okay. Well, first things first, I'm putting the friggin' brolly up. Let's Let's go for a walk, shall we? Let's see what we can find. Oh, hello, there's a person here. They wouldn't come in, just rushing around, you could tell. What the fuck? That's a huge eagle! What the hell happened there? You could tell they were warned it was late at night, but just rushing around. Well, they were submerging the older man's injury, so it's understandable. What were they looking for? Well, looking for Dr. Truman, but of course I had nothing to say. The man was hurt, you know. Where is Dr. Truman? He left, of course. We talked about it before. He left and we don't know how or when or what happened to his charming house. We just don't know. I suppose we never will. Did the big eagle eat Truman? Is this a thing that happened? Did Truman get eaten by the big eagle? Hold on. I heard a shout from downstairs. The old man has stumbled in the rain. I stayed inside with the lights off. No sense in getting involved. Oh, thanks, yeah. I'm just a human being falling over in pain out in the rain. What? That eagle carried a house. That eagle was carrying a house. I didn't see or hear a thing all night. I was in the back doing inventory when they came by. I got 30 cases of candles in. Each one of those has got to be individually labelled, you know. But I heard some of the other neighbours that they weren't up to any harm, just passing through. We aren't up to any harm, we are just passing through. That eagle totally was carrying a house. That was what happened there. Ezra, the young boy. What's a boulder? I saw you folks drive up. I like your truck. What kind of truck is it? Got a couple of them at the shop, but this is the only one that runs. Oh yeah, with that truck you gotta keep it up. That's why me and Julian don't use a truck, we just carry the houses. Is Julian the eagle? Who's Julian? Julian's my brother, he's a lot bigger and stronger and he has more feathers than me, but he's still my brother. Where do you take the houses? Me and Julian just take them out into the forest every night. We bring them back at dawn before the museum opens. Is Dr. Truman in the forest? Yep. Yes, ma'am, he's out in the forest. Me and Julian took him out there a few nights ago. He didn't want to come back. He's there all the time now. The museum is an okay place to live in the daytime, but it's no good at night. Folks just can't sleep in a place like this. When they do, it gives them nightmares. So we take them out to the forest to sleep, then bring them back in the morning. Your family out in the forest? Oh no, they're I don't know where they are. Me and Julian were looking for them for a while, but they're dead. They're definitely dead. Dead, killed, murdered, mutilized. Young boy. Animal companion, definitely dead family. Was that in bad taste? Anyway, we have a job to do here now. Take these people out of the forest at night so they can sleep. And maybe if the rest of them will be like Dr. Truman and want to stay out, we'll get back to looking. You guys have to get to the forest. You have to follow the Green River way out east and then hop over to Lake Cumberland. The roads don't go there. Me and Julian can take you. We're just about to go anyway. Just gotta call him over. Cook, yeah! That is exactly what was written there. Nothing in the comments can tell me otherwise. Not a thing. Oh, bye, Broly. Usually. Playing fucking Angry Birds. Oh yeah, the roads don't go out this way. Well, the roads definitely go out this far. This is cool. This is very cool. I like this. I like this game. It was recommended to me by Naz Dragonheart. I believe this might be his copy, or one of his copies that he got from. Where did I get it on sale? I don't remember. But definitely Naz recommended it to me and told me that I would like it, and he happens to be completely right. Oh, do I have to direct the bird? Oh, I do. Okay, sorry. Notes. Forest. Green River way out east and hop over Lake Cumberland. Cool. Green River, let's follow the Green River. Out east. country home smolders in the night. Parts of the property are obscured by smoke. Oh shit, somewhere's on fire. Follow the Green River way out east. Then hop over Lake Cumberland. This is the Green River. This is a good sequence. I like this. I'd even more if I'd known I was directing it from the start, but I probably should have assumed that since I am the player character in this game. I don't know, I could have been going for a ride. Could have been taken for a nice jaunt on the back of an eagle. I'm Gandalf! Fly, you fools! I'm not Gandalf. I never have been nor never will be Gandalf. There's a chapel. Chapel in a graveyard disconnected from any road in the middle of a dark woods. Occasionally it seems that pale glowing figures difficult to track with the eye appears. Sometimes they roll huge barrels out in or out of the building. Sometimes they loiter for a moment and then fade out of view. Wow. Ghost Chapel. Ghost House. Roadhouse. Okay, well, maybe I went... Oh, east, east, you fool! I've been going entirely the wrong direction, but never mind. I found stuff. I found stuff, and I found a few things. So now we are heading sort of southeast, so I need to go... Oh, damn, I can't believe I went entirely the wrong direction. Now we're lost. There's the river. There's the river, still the river, still the river. There it is. Let's go the right way now. I didn't even notice there was a compass in the bottom left. Underneath my, not directly underneath, down there. I didn't even notice that there was a compass. Because that's how good a gamer I am. Still the Green River? I'm hoping so. I've got to hop over a lake. There's a small figure on Route 88. Tiny red figure walks along the side of the road carrying what appears to be a guitar case. He's followed closely by a smaller shape. A dog? Something winks out of view, perhaps into the woods. Are there ghosts? Are there ghosts in this game? I mean, it would probably fit in with the rest of the style so far. There's our core mine, that's where we've been. We've been there before, looking for the zero itself. This must be the lake, surely. Oh, no, there's the lake. Try to step out of the lake. Stuffs its limbs into a smart blue shirt and trudges slightly out of view. Okay. Gotta hop over. What lake is it I've got to hop over? Lake Cumberland. Okay, let's keep following the Green River. Ah, hold on, there seems to be a... That seems to be a big lake. This must be Lake Cumberland. Lake Cumberland, yes, so hop over Lake Cumberland. Okay, so I'm over Lake Cumberland. That looks like woods, that looks like the forest. Let's land in the forest. Scene 5? Yes, Act 2, Scene 5. A forest. Just a forest. Short, snappy, to the point. I like it. Oh. Who the heck is this? Because that ain't me. Oh, is it the boy? Could be the boy. Oh, there they are. Hey, eagle. It's okay. Just take it easy. We've got to get back on the road. I'll just go to my... I don't think that's a good idea. Just take some... Oh, nice music game. Then we'll keep going. Why is this delivery so important to you? It's my last delivery. Oh, you're retiring something, or? Sorry. Lizette's closing up the shop. That's, damn. How do you look at these people? Nah, I know, you probably met on a farm or something. I think the old man herded sheep. Ah, there they are. There's the musicians. Oh, nice transitions. This is just us looking through a load of houses, isn't it? But without us having to look through the houses. I like that. It's very movie-esque, this film. Very filmic in the way it's put together. Shouldn't be much farther now. I think I can see some settlements away over there. This forest is full of shadows. The moonlight helps. Close to the cities you don't get moonlight like this. All gets washed out. Light pollution, you know? I guess it's still there, you just can't see it. How are you feeling? I just need to rest. Almost there. Dr. Troom will have a nice couch or something you can rest on, and some medicine or something. I don't know. You ever been over to the lake? It's really deep. Me and Julian fly over it all the time. We can see it all through the water. So the kid's talking to the dog. That tent just disappeared and reappeared. Weird. That lone guitar man is still going there. That's banjo, not guitar. I apologise, musicians, fellow musicians. Do you have any family you're close with? Brother or sister, kids? I have a brother, but I wouldn't say we're close. What does he do? I don't know. He's not my age, retired. Retired? I can't imagine. Well, I probably hate it anyway. You never talked to him? Nah, I burned that bridge pretty bad. Who knows? I guess I was always closer with Weaver, as close as someone can be to a girl like that. She was always on her own wavelength, but we were the same age growing up, and everyone else was so busy. When she disappeared, I got pretty angry, and I guess I just stayed that way. I never really understood her, but I knew her. It's lonely without someone like that around. Sorry, you're a good listener. They're falling in love, I reckon. You're always falling behind, don't you? Don't be sad about it. They always wait for you. They always wait for you. I like the effect on the trees that sometimes you can see things and sometimes you can't. Like the houses being all broken up in the forest. It's very nice. Where's Conway? He's inside with Dr. Truman. You coming in? Sure, I'll come in. Dr. Truman lets me watch TV sometimes. My folks never watch TV, but I like the way it looks. Ah, the way it looks too. I fix TVs, you know. Whoa, cool. A TV scientist. I bet you make a lot of money. My folks had a really nice house, bigger than any of these houses, but I made them worried all the time. Then the bank took it back. We had to sleep at the bus station, but I could never get to sleep. I just went out to fly around every night with Julian. He flew really far, and we never got lost. When we came back in the morning, they were all gone. We'll have you look for them. Yeah, okay. Maybe we can all go looking again later tonight. Let's see what's on TV. Act 2, Scene 6. Oh no, he's got his head up, his leg up, sorry. Dr. Truman. And yeah, I think during that exit interview it was when I realised how badly they had me. But how else can you pay for medical school? I have college friends with debts that you can't expect to pay that back unless you're planning to say painkillers on the side or something, or you know, some kind of administrative thing. I don't know. Having seen what arthritis did to my grandmother, and my best friend in high school destroy his wrists building synthesizers, I mean, he was like 17. Ailments to the joints and limbs just seem important to me. Well, that answers your question. Getting a scholarship with a pharmaceutical company had a lot of strings attached, but at least I have somewhere to practice. You know, I have to follow their market trends a bit. And hey, thanks to all these seminars, I'm an expert on the medical usage of neuropnol, TM. It's not so bad. So, how about that leg? What happened exactly? My leg was crushed by falling rocks. Ah, crushing injury. Yep, those can be pretty bad. Everything all gets compressed. There's a lot of little pieces to... You know what? Never mind. Let's take a look. How bad could it be, right? I don't know. How bad could it be? How bad could it be? What are they singing about? They're singing about travel. Yeah, they're traveling and they want to go home. It's dark and rainy. They don't know where to go, but they're not scared. Think they'll ever figure it out? Maybe not, but they'll figure something out. Your friend's in pretty bad shape, isn't he? Hopefully not too bad shape. I want to finish the game. But it's nothing we can't handle. You might have a few things to look out for in the future. Be a bit gentle with the leg, the way you walk, but you'll be okay. I've dealt with similar cases before. So, the next thing we'll use is called neuropnol. It's pretty experimental, but it's more appropriate in cases like yours. The way it works, I'll count backwards from 5 to start the process, and then we'll just have a normal conversation. The neuropnol takes effect, and I'll get started. Here we go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's talk about billing for a moment. The pharmaceutical company I've contracted with is recently acquired by an energy company that has some different standards for billing and renewal. So it's a bit more complex now. Oh, nice! He is out of it on neuropnol. Okay, where are we going, game? What's happening? I like it, but what's happening? End of chapter 2? End of act 2, sorry? Must be somewhere close to it. Yes, game. End of act 2, yep, so we shall come back to this in the next episode, so thank you very much for watching. Like I said in that video, I didn't really finish the point off, but yes, this game has 5 acts. We're into act 3 now. 1, 2, 3 and 4 are already on the game. I don't know when Act 5 is coming out, hopefully sometime this year. It will probably come out after I've finished this original set of 4 videos. Hopefully 4, I don't know, obviously. But I will definitely come back to it and finish this game off properly. You have my word on that. So, thank you very much for watching. If you are enjoying what you're seeing, please do like and subscribe. Check me out on Twitter @HumbleGamerNews, Facebook.com/HumbleGamer, and occasionally, very occasionally, like once or twice a year, I do the odd stream on Twitch.tv/HumbleGamerTwitch. I'm hoping to get the streams back up and running soon, maybe do 1 a month. But I don't know yet. We shall see. There's a lot of stuff going on towards the end of the year. Maybe next year the streams will come back in full force. But that's not important. Thank you very much for watching. Like I said, if you are enjoying, please do. If you're enjoying what I'm saying, please like and subscribe. Check out Kentucky Route Zero in the description below. It's on Steam. Thank you very much for watching. I was me. That was Kentucky Route Zero. Goodbye.
Best squad.
Yes. The best squad. All of that is down to Russell. All of that. I was 14th. Oh, got it. All of it was down to me.
We were the worst players on the team.
But we were the best
squad. The best squad. Yes.